does Amanda afforded Russell Brand? Sorry, it's me. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm going to do some jokes for you. Some of you might find them funny. If you don't, you can just look at each other afterwards and go, well, you know what? That chick with the beard that won Eurovision. Better singer than a comedian, wasn't she? So, hello, my name is Ash Preston, three-time North West Regional England finalist of the Charles Manson lookalike competition. And he died last year, which means this year's competition got it in the bag, mate! See, if Manson had been a comedian rather than a cult leader, he'd probably be more fondly remembered. Because you see, acts will end their sets on a punchline or a song or racial humour. And now Manson, though, if he'd have been a comedian, would have ended his set by putting the Beatles on, making everyone get naked, dance, take acid and have an orgy. Now, confession, Berlin, I have never ended a gig like that before, but you seem like a nice room. Tonight might be the night. What's your name, sir? Maros. I tell you what, we'll know this has been a good gig if by the end of it you're dancing on the chair with your cock out singing Yellow Submarine. It's not even the worst lookalike I've had either. You think a cult leader would be top of the list? No. I did a gig in a town called Leeds in the UK, and I was doing the gig and someone came up to me afterwards and said, can I just say, I think you look like the singer James Blunt if You're Beautiful hadn't been a hit. Because my life is brilliant. And would you like to hear the story of the worst gig I ever had?
Yes.
Yeah. That was so immediate. Yes! Now! I'll tell you, it was in Edinburgh actually. I was doing a showcase show. What you have to do is you have to do other little shows to promote them. And I did a show at 11 in the morning, and it was a packed show. There was about as many people in the room as there is here. But it turned out that half the audience were children aged 7 to 10. And I thought, well, golly gosh, what am I going to do? I swear I say rude things. I didn't want to offend the children in the room or their massive dads, right? And then I remembered fidget spinners. Now the logic here, kids like fidget spinners, parents buy fidget spinners. I already have a joke in my act about fidget spinners. This gig has been fucking saved. Started doing the joke, realised when I started that the punchline to that joke was kiddie fiddler. Now, for 5 bonus points, Ash, could you make that situation worse? Oh, you better did, mate. Because there was a kid sat where you are in the front row who didn't understand the joke. And I did something very bad that comedians don't do. So after saying the word kiddie fiddler to a room full of children and their parents, I looked at this kid and what I did was, I didn't really read the mood of the room after that. And I looked at this kid without really processing the sentence that came out of my mouth, and I said, hey mate, don't worry if you didn't understand that, you'll find out when you're older. Now that's where I realised, I think I fucked up there. And to try and get out of the situation, I looked at his dad and went, not that anyone would. And there's a little voice in my head at that point saying, Ash, in a way, have you just implied to that dad that his kid is too ugly to kidnap? To which I then said, he's a good-looking lad. Rough gig. It was a rough gig. I have some advice for you though. Do you ever have people ringing you up trying to sell you stuff on the phone? 2 or 3 people, the rest of you, the phone. Have you heard of it? It's an amazing invention, it'll change your life. What happens is people ring you up and try and sell you stuff, and you just hang up on them, don't you? Well, guys, listen, these are people that deserve to be fucked with. So when someone rings you up saying, hello, have you had an accident that wasn't your fault in the last 10 years? Simply respond by going, yes, it was 10 minutes ago, they're at the bottom of the stairs, how quick can you get here with a shovel? It's even better in the town centre. Have you ever been in, like, oh, I don't know, somewhere in Berlin, and you see those people with the clipboards who work for, like, Sky TV or an energy company, and they've got the eyes of a hawk, because they see you 200 feet away, and what you do is, when you notice it, you're walking, but then all of a sudden your walking starts acting like it's 2 AM on a Friday. You start zigzagging, don't you, as you go near them thinking, they're not going to catch me, and they do. and you just walk past them. Guys, like I said, fuck with these people. This is what I did in Manchester, where I live in the UK. I had a guy stop me from Sky TV, and he said, "Hi, John from Sky TV. Just want to ask, are you happy with your overall package?" Wow. So I looked him straight in the eye, and I said, "I've got an erection, John." So as it concerns me overall package, doing just fine, mate. And that, my friend, is how I got a free Sky Sports upgrade, so it worked pretty good. I often feel that if comedy doesn't work out as well, that I will do something else in media still. I would like to get into music management, purely so I can be the manager of the first ever Human Centipede boy band. Yeah, laugh at my fucking dreams, thanks. Won't be laughing when you hear the first hit by One Digestion. I had to rewrite that joke, because the original punchline was going to be, "Take that, shit in your mouth." Apparently that was bad taste. I love that joke, fuck you all. And it's like, oh god, it's like the fidget spinner joke I mentioned earlier. I wrote that because my little cousin collected fidget spinners, and they banned them from his school. And it sort of reminded me about how school ruined everything as a kid. Anything that got popular, they tried to ban it, didn't they? So like, oh, football stickers encourages gambling, and Tamagotchis, underage pregnancy. Maybe not your school, but mine was. I think the worst one was "Don't play Twister, it always ends in an orgy." But what they did is they banned fidget, and what the worst thing was for me in my school, the worst thing they ruined was sex education. Now looking at me, you would rightly assume that I needed pretty much all the sex education possible. But the problem is that our teacher was this little Scottish lady. Now, I don't know how many people in the room here have seen the Vietnam War movie Full Metal Jacket. But the combination of being taught sex education by a little Scottish lady who treated her classes like she was an army drill instructor, in my opinion, wasn't really a recipe for success. When the vaginal walls are sufficiently moistened, you'll be able to enter your penis, which at this point should be sufficiently erect. That, every week, for an hour. Couldn't wait for the bell to ring. Ding, ding, ding. End of the class, kids. Don't forget to come back next week. We're going to teach Anna here how she can't get pregnant by putting up your bum. No! No! Do you mind I mentioned earlier, how many people here are in relationships? Yeah, fuck you all. I was in a 5-year relationship. Thank you for that emotional support, guys. It's like you've all met me and gone, "Well, we understand why you're single, Ash." I was really aloof growing up, though. I wasn't really interested in guys or girls growing up. This is how bad it was for me, right? This is how clueless I was. Growing up as a teenager, I used to watch episodes of Baywatch for the plot. Tried speed dating, never done it before, didn't know how it worked, took it quite literally, turned up an with glow sticks off my Titanic. It's a bit of a slow one, that one. Not too many drug takers in the room. But it's like, I feel like I'm too old to go nightclubs. I feel I'm 32. Well, I'm not too old. I'm too scared. And when I say I'm too scared, I mean I'm scared when I hear the song "I've Had the Time of My Life" from the movie Dirty Dancing. Now, I believe we all know this song. Now, you can go to a nightclub and bad things can happen. You can get attacked, you can get stabbed, glassed. Bad shit can happen. You can have a good time, but bad things can happen. But in my opinion, I don't feel there is a bigger case of nightclub-related injuries than when it gets to 2:45 in the morning and that fucking song comes on. Because you hear it come on, don't you? Doom, 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 doom. And you start scouring the dance floor going, "Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?" And I'm referring to a man, usually in his late 40s, stood in the dance floor like this. And you're like, "Where's his missus? Where's his missus?" And you try and find her. And she's like 40 feet away at the corner of the bar. And she's doing that. She's well up for it. It's like the running of the bulls, and you're like, this is gonna be a car crash. And what they do is they run at them, they absolutely deck at them, Usain fucking bolt at them. And right before the moment of impact, and yes, impact is the correct term to use here, you can see the guy completely sober up right before it happens. You can see his face completely go straight, glassy eyed, and you can see in his head, he's processing the sentence, I have greatly misjudged this situation. It goes two ways, doesn't it? They either go up a little bit, and they go down, and there's or they run at them with such velocity that they go up, where are we going now? And before you know it, and then you've got the wonderful image of a lady in her mid-40s, covered in bits of Jägermeister and stale alcohols, on her back like a fucking turtle, screaming, pick me up, Keith, you bastard! Story about something that happened to me on a train, right? Now, very glamorous, isn't it? I know. Now, obviously comedy, very late night job, which means that I don't drive, and that means I have to get the last train home. Now, I'm assuming that you've all probably had to get this train home before? Yeah. Some of you will probably call it the drunk train. I like to call it Agatha Christie's Murder on the Trans-Pennine Express. And I was on this train, right? And there was, one seat available. One seat, right there. And the woman next to this empty seat was a nun, of all people, right? And she had her bag on the spare seat, which in my opinion makes her a nun with a bit of a bad habit. Yeah! Get fucked, great pun. Anyway, and I said, is there anyone sat there? And she said, yes. But there was no one sat there, mate. So I can only assume she reserved that seat for God, right? He created the world in 7 days, as we know, but did you also know, as I found out, bloody loves a rail saver, doesn't he? So I've got to stand in the middle of this train. There has been a concert on and a football match. I have got drunk people to the left of me, Hindus to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Steelers Wheel, 1967. It's an old song, but it's a good joke. Yeah. I turn around after 10 minutes, and what do I see? What do I see? You. Not actually you. But metaphorically, a lady who was on the same platform as me, who was absolutely hammered, had got the seat next to the nun. And it got me thinking, mate, what did I do wrong? What could I have done to have got that seat? What could I have offered that nun? A vow of chastity? I've told you about my sex life. It wouldn't have been a massive loss. What did she do to get that seat next to the nun? Does she know all the lyrics to Sister Act? Because guess who bloody does? And you know what the most embarrassing thing was about it? The most humiliating thing? And I'll finish on this. You would think, wouldn't you, Cosmic Comedy Berlin? You would bloody think that after 2,000 years, a nun sees someone who looks like moi on a train. She'd welcome me with open arms. Amen. You've been dead nice. I just want to say that if you want to follow me, you can. I'm getting the 11:15 from Alexander House. I've been Preston. Enjoy